Good evening and welcome to the San Marino High School 2025 graduation ceremony. Families, at the end of the ceremony, you will be meeting your students in the main quad area to pick up their diplomas and to check into grad night. Now, if I can ask everyone to please stand while our senior class president, Carlo Repetto, leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Now I would like to introduce the dignitaries who are joining me on stage tonight. We are honored to have the members of the San Marino Unified School District's Board of Education with us this evening, starting with our board president, Mr. C. Joseph Chang. Our board vice president, Mrs. Francesca Gill. Our board clerk, Mrs. Shelley Ryan. Board member, Mrs. Joanna Lamb. And board member, Mr. Joshua Sung. We are also honored to have with us members of the San Marino Unified School District's executive team, starting with our superintendent, Dr. Linda Della Torre. Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Dr. Lena Richter. Our Executive Director of Human Resources, Dr. Jason Rose. Also on stage with us tonight is our Assistant Principal, Mrs. Sarah Penalora. Our Senior Class Advisor, Mr. Jose Kerr. And our teacher name readers for this evening, Mr. Scott Barton and Mrs. Teresa Murphy. Finally, we wish to thank and acknowledge the administration, teaching, and classified staff of the San Marino Unified School District at every level, but especially to the amazing teachers, counselors, and staff at San Marino High School who have guided these students in the pursuit of their goals these past 4 years. At this time, please welcome to the podium our distinguished San Marino Unified School District Board President, Mr. C. Joseph Chang, who will speak on behalf of the school board.
Good afternoon, family, faculty, honored guests, and most importantly, the class of 2025. It's my great honor as the President of the Board of Education to stand before you on this historic day, a day of achievement, of reflection, and of great hope for the future. Class of 2025, your journey has been unlike any other. You are the first class to complete all 4 years of high school in a post-pandemic world, while the rest of the society was still learning how to recover, rebuild, and reconnect. You are just beginning, stepping into the high school with uncertainty in the air and resilience already in your hearts. And today, you sit before us, not just as a graduate, but as a pioneer, as a generation that has already faced challenge and change, and has shown the strength to rise through it. High school is never easy, but your high school experience comes with unique burdens. You enter a system still healing, classroom still adjusting, transition still returning. Yet through it all, you show us what commitment, flexibility, and character really look like. You prove that success isn't about perfect condition. It's about showing up, doing the work, and moving forward, even when the path is unclear. Let us recall the words of one of the greatest coach and educator this country has known, UCLA's John Wooden, who said, "Success is a peace of mind that is the direct result of a self-satisfaction in knowing you did your best, the best that you are capable of becoming." True success comes from the understanding your own potential. It's not because of a word or score or accolade, but because of the perseverance, growth, and the grit it took to get here. And while today is a celebration of your effort, I submit to you, it's also a moment of gratitude to the teacher, administrator, and the staff who showed patience, passion, and persistence. Thank you. To the parent and the family who supported, encouraged, and carried this class when things are heavy. Thank you. Your partnership and dedication have made this movement possible. As you leave this hall and step into the wider world, take with you more than a diploma. Take the lesson you have lived. Those hard times past, that kindness matters, and that your best effort is always enough. Class of 2025, the world needs your insight, your resilience, and your leadership, and I have every confidence that you will continue to rise to the occasion. On behalf of the entire school board, I offer you congratulations, our admiration, and our sincere best wish for the journey ahead. Go forward with courage, and remember, you have already made a history. Thank you, and congratulations to class of 2025.
Thank you, President Chang. We now welcome to the podium our Superintendent, Dr. Linda Delatorre.
Thank you, Dr. Wolf. Good evening, students, families, faculty, friends, and most importantly, the amazing and unstoppable graduating class of 2025. You guys are amazing. Tonight, we celebrate a remarkable achievement, your graduation from San Marino High School. This milestone marks the culmination of years of hard work, growth, and dedication. As I look out at all of you, our scholars, our artists, our athletes, our innovators, I see more than just graduates. I see promise, I see purpose, and I see unlimited potential. And as we celebrate this moment, I want to share a quote from the legendary Pele that captures the spirit of today. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. These words are not just inspirational, they're foundational, because real success, it's not about luck. It's not about ease. It's about showing up every single day, even when it's hard, even when it's lonely, even when no one is watching. Let's be honest. We live in a world that celebrates highlight reels, trophies, awards, college acceptance letters, viral TikTok videos. But behind every achievement worth celebrating is something far less glamorous. Early mornings, late nights, setbacks, second tries, moments of doubt. Did you know that during Navy SEAL training, recruits are ordered into the freezing surf, then rolled in sand until they're completely covered? They remain cold, wet, and covered in sand for the rest of the day. They are trained to never complain. Instead, they lean into the discomfort because true toughness, mental and physical, is built by pushing through adversity, not avoiding it. Class of 2025, whether it's a tough class, a personal setback, or a goal that feels just out of reach, resilience grows when you face the struggle head on. You may not control the challenge, but you always control your response. Greatness isn't reserved for the chosen few. It's earned by those who show up when it matters and when it doesn't. Set goals, break them down, focus, cut the distractions, train both your body and your mind. Seek feedback, learn from failure, collaborate, visualize success, and above all, never ever stop learning, never stop improving, never stop believing that future is entirely yours to shape. Because this world, your world, needs your passion, your creativity, and your intellect. As you leave us for your next adventure, you'll face unknowns. You'll be challenged, and at times you may even feel overwhelmed. But if you embrace discomfort, stay true to your values, and build the right system, it's controlled by me? Okay, there we go. Sorry. And keep going whenever something unexpected happens. Yay! There. I'm glad I could demonstrate that for you all. But if you embrace discomfort, stay true to your values, and build the right systems, you will not only succeed, you will lead. I know that you will find your passion and that your time spent in San Marino schools has more than prepared you for what's to come. We believe in you, we are incredibly proud of you, and we cannot wait to see what you will accomplish in your future. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Delatorre. Hopefully one of our graduates that are here this evening will invent a better Bluetooth standard. All right, next, please welcome our student speakers this year, Kenzie Chu and Jeremy Karkafi, who will speak on behalf of the class of 2025.
Greetings, class of 2025, Superintendent Dr. Delatorre, board members, administration, faculty and staff, and family and friends. Welcome to our graduation.
I'm Jeremy Karkafi.
And I'm Kenzie Chu. We are honored to address you here this evening on behalf of our fellow San Marino Titans and as former Foxes and as former Carver Pioneers.
We will begin with a quote, as certainly no other graduation speakers have before. We're almost there and nowhere near it. All that matters is that we're going. Lorelei Gilmore. The idea that we make small steps every day in the pursuit of a future that we define so confidently but know so little about reflects our journey as high school students.
The class of 2025 has pursued and taken hold of excellence in athletics, activities, academics, and arts here at San Marino High School. While these activities have prepared us for our future endeavors, they've also molded us into the people we are today.
As we prepare to scale the mountain of possibilities before us, let us look back on the trail we took to get here.
Back at Carver, we swarmed the handball and tetherball courts or endlessly chased each other down in a never-ending game of infinity tag. And it would be a crime not to acknowledge the absolutely stunning ceremony of the century of Lulu and Thomas Cooper's beautiful wedding. Meanwhile, Valentine put in hours at the ball shed and held an annual maypole dance. But between Stregonona and field days, both Carver and Valentine kids were united in middle school.
We enjoyed the beautiful views on horseback in Wonder Valley and battled ravenous wasps in Catalina to eat our food in peace. We played lunchtime sports, developed new skills with FedEx projects, crushed workouts with Coach Dika and Miss Keto, and Mr. Miller and Miss Drake taught us how to write essays, among some other very important things.
Even when we were learning online during COVID, we destroyed IXLs and StudySync videos with choppy Wi-Fi, malfunctioning cameras, and weirdly reflective blue light glasses. And miraculously, by the time we returned, everybody had grown way too tall. Between impressive seasons with girls swimming and tennis and boys basketball and tennis, or putting on Band Geeks, freshman year set the standard for the entirety of high school. As we explored the campus as sophomores, the San Marino environment grew with new clubs like everyone's favorite crime analytics. We failed Jaren quizzes, typed up vocab comps, and became increasingly tech savvy as we wrote essays on the state-of-the-art Alpha Smarts.
And we all tried to hide our computer screens from our teachers while we watched Argentina beat out France in the World Cup during class. Sorry, Miss Park. We saw World Cup level performances from our girls' tennis and badminton teams, who became CIF champions that year. Our boys' tennis and baseball teams showed out and became league champions, and our drama department put on a show with the school musical Chicago. By junior year, choral and instrumental groups were rapidly growing, and our dance company was dominating in competitions. Seminar kids were struggling with TMPs, and AP Chem students were masterfully bending equilibrium equations in the Roy G. Biv lab. A special shout out to Miss Chubbuck, who has crushed it here for 40 years. Get a round of applause.
With vicious club rushes and all the wise words from Mr. Picconi's entirely self-written book, we powered through, even remembering the gold pencil from Mrs. Davidson's Great Gatsby reading quizzes. And we were amazed by visual performance and the athletic performances from our league championships in girls tennis, boys water polo, football, baseball, boys swimming, and boys volleyball. Finally, the big dogs on campus. School was smooth sailing from here, apart from one small road bump, college applications. We struggled navigating Naviance together, frantically edited each other's essays, and excitedly discussed our college plans to wake up at noon every day and take attendance-optional classes. Second semester rolled around, but not without its challenges. We lost weeks to NWA testing and the devastating LA fires, but we persevered, boasting our first ever spot on the AP Platinum Honor Roll. On top of that, amongst all 1,500 comprehensive high schools within the state of California, San Marino placed number 3 in math and number 1 in English. And on top of that, we were named National Blue Ribbon School, the highest national honor a school can achieve.
But we didn't forget how to have fun. We participated in a lovely senior sunrise on a morning with no sunrise, scrambled across boulders in Yosemite, and played Among Us in class at every chance we got.
We brought the house down with our spring musical, Rock of Ages.
Our cross-country team made it to CIF finals for the first time in 11 years. Our baseball team won league finals for the 3rd year in a row. Our boys volleyball team won league and CIF quarterfinals. And our girls tennis team won league for the 16th year in a row.
We drenched our very own ASB president, Justin Lin, at Soka Senior, and sat on the edge of our seats as Mr. Hollinger was exposed in the murder assembly. And we all breathed a sigh of relief when we walked into class and we saw Mr. Schroeder sitting in our teacher's chair.
We all let loose a little bit. We talked to people we never had before, worried less about our grades, and had fun in a stage of life with lots of freedom and few responsibilities.
Now we're throwing on our adult hats and are being asked, "What's your major?" 50 times a day. But as we reflect on this field where we had every fire drill in the boiling hot sun with no reception, we realize that we aren't just saying goodbye to the school, but to the people we shared all these years with. No matter where you met one another, at the washed out pastel cafeteria tables at Carver, or one of the various massive playgrounds of Valentine, at the web groups of Huntington, the dance room, the ASB room, the art room,
At biology lab tables or Socratic seminar circles, at baseball practices or band summer intensives, we have spent years building friendships that we will carry on to our new lives. The imprints that we have made on each other are forever ingrained into our characters. We are confident that the values we built here will equip us all for the big, scary, real world. While you pursue the greatness that San Marino is so familiar with, we urge you to be human. Always laugh, dance, smile, and play, just as we did all together as kids. To the San Marino High School class of 2025, congratulations!
All right, now I get the privilege of addressing our wonderful students. Good evening, seniors. This ceremony marks the end of a chapter you've lived for over a decade, and soon, perhaps in just a few short weeks, you'll be packing your bags, saying your goodbyes, and heading off in many different directions. Most of you will be going to college, some to jobs, to travel, to service, or to time spent figuring out what comes next. But all of you are, in a very real sense, stepping into the unknown. It's exciting and it's daunting. And in moments of transition like this, we're often given a lot of advice and a lot of pressure. Do more, be better, aim higher, stand out, excel. But tonight I want to offer you something simpler and I hope more powerful. It's a message that was inspired by a poem that Miss Cervantes read during the ceremony we had for the wild goose that was killed last month. And I hope it resonates with you. Mary Oliver, in her poem, The Wild Geese, wrote, "You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves." Those lines are radical in their gentleness. They say, you do not have to strive to be someone you're not. You do not have to live to meet other people's definitions of success. You are not here to prove your worth. You are already worthy. As you step onto your new campuses, into classrooms and dorms and cities you've never seen before, you'll be asked, sometimes directly and often quietly, to fit in, to keep up, to look like you have it all figured out. But if you can, in those moments, pause. Remember what Oliver is saying, that your belonging in this world is not conditional. You don't have to perform to earn it. You are not here to perfect yourself. You are here to live. The poem continues, whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things. That line, the family of things, stood out to me because it reminds us that we are never truly alone. Even when college gets overwhelming, even when you feel lost in a sea of new people, even when everyone else seems to know what they're doing and you're still trying to figure out if you picked the right major, you still belong. And the world, nature, poetry, connection, the quiet hum of purpose, it will always be there offering itself to you. So if you feel out of place, go outside, look up, walk without a destination, breathe, listen, let your life speak, not in the language of expectations, but in the rhythm of your own becoming. Seniors, you have already done remarkable things. and you will do more. But more than that, you will become fuller versions of yourselves. That's the real work and the real reward. So go forward with courage, with wonder, and with gentleness for yourselves and for others. Let the soft animal of your body love what it loves, and only then, when all the expectations have been muted for a time, will you be free like the wild geese and ready to learn where you might fly to. And don't worry, wherever that is, the world will be there to meet you. Congratulations, we are deeply proud of you. I started my speech tonight by addressing you as seniors, but in just a few minutes you will be graduates, and shortly after that, you will all be freshmen again. Life is full of cycles like this. I wish you nothing but success and happiness as you all begin again. Congratulations, San Marino class of 2025. And now, President Chang, as the principal of San Marino High School, I certify that these students have met the requirements for graduation from the San Marino Unified School District, and for the purpose of awarding their diplomas, I present to you the
Carlo Repetto.
Kenzie Chu.
Leah Dean.
Jeremy Karkoffi.
Andy Liu.
Xiong Rong.
Grace John.
Tobias Pedrosa.
Brendan Chun.
Kobe Reyes.
Liliana Isidro.
Ellen Vuitton.
Sam Chow.
Luca Moggio.
Sarah Chow.
Tien Sheo.
Jasper Chen.
Matthew Negroa.
Jassim.
Cassia Morit.
Caitlin Chuang.
Evelyn Wen.
Davis Liang.
Sophia Yu.
Ethan Lee.
Theodore Vuitton.
Howard Chen.
Leo Shar.
Jack Gregson.
Nicholas Sung.
Eshi Linkobev.
Jared Wang.
David Feroyan.
Philip Quach.
Justin Shea.
Michael Robinson.
Stanley Hung. Caroline Bowles.
Xander Wang.
Mina Lee.
Nicholas Weaver.
Julia Ho.
Danny Zhao.
Amelia Lynn.
Tyler Young.
Chloe Linden.
Skylar Nyes.
Caden Liu.
Brian Ta.
Giovanna Folda.
Mackenzie Malling.
Paige DeBono.
Richard Ma.
Sophie Deep.
Tommy Satterthwaite.
Sophia Giardina.
Daniel Nakashima.
Kate Avila.
Nathan Wang.
Alexandra Hughes.
Anton Potts.
Nicole Bruning.
Shardish Randawa.
Charlotte Anthony.
Daniel Wong.
Adrian Fabro.
David
Jeffrey Fong.
Junin Zhu.
Escagnon.
Jennifer Wang.
Sebastian Barney.
Rui Karina Yang.
Diego Garcia.
Valerie Zhu.
Jaden Kusama.
Tammy Shin.
Adam Ipshalar.
Hillary Zhang.
James Burkaw.
Helena Miller.
Jake Hernandez.
Benjamin Miller.
Kevin Herman.
Emily Wu.
Zachary Crump.
Buffy Shen.
Brian Chen.
Elizabeth Moreland.
Evan Bruno.
Chloe Ta.
Leo Fang.
Ava Peak.
Nathan Chan.
Kaylee Sabo.
Justin Lin.
Thomas Martin.
Jack Leisman.
Braden Ryan.
Jonathan Jen.
Julia Moeller.
Krishna Kesavalu.
Kaylee Wu.
Yuting Lee.
Bailey Mena.
Derek Anaya.
Kate Wong.
Christopher Jahan Parwar.
Eve Rios.
Brady Beck.
Charlie Redshaw.
Michaela Hernandez.
Lulu Yu.
Tomas Bilvado.
Mateus Oseguera.
Lola Avatisian.
Mark O'Mara.
Kayla Leinani Giddings.
Otis Sy.
Libby Espenshade.
Austin Yang.
Kaya Chandler.
Henry Liu.
Richard Chang.
Caleb Newton.
Baron Lynn.
Jack Pachorik.
John Lee.
Eugene Zhang.
Brian Yusha Hu.
Hunter Sparks Cotillier.
Terrence Law.
Blake Rouchet.
Tony Dunn.
Julian Solis.
Keaton Chen.
Hing Yu Tristan Wong.
Devin Ju.
Nathaniel Mathis.
Aiden Chan.
Wrong.
Gianni Avatisia.
Valencia Widiantu.
Abby Gang.
Camille Tai.
Yanni Chow.
Alice Tang.
Daphne Shi Ko.
Tracy Pan.
Nina Chen.
Sing Ting Yao.
Jingshu Ji.
Linda Yan.
Queenie Lee.
Connor Mao.
Diego Joaquin Garcia.
Jinji Wang.
Thomas Kiefer.
Allison Wang.
Hayden Chi.
Fei Wu.
Yip Kwan Chan.
Elena Riboli.
Nathan Carr.
Jeline Tran.
Casey Gill.
Dylan Turk.
Preston Chang.
Emiliano Montiel.
Madeline
Lauren Martinez.
Fiona Chen.
Jolene Tanihaha.
Nathaniel Fonseca.
Chloe Wang.
Audrey Lee.
Mitchell Mooney.
Mila Aramdula.
Timothy Wong.
Isabella Arodi.
Jonathan Wilson.
Joyce Lin.
Chunming Wu.
Jody Chan.
Yang Zhao.
Alyssa Lim.
Brandon Yang.
Baron Su.
Roy Shang.
Anais Lopez.
Nathaniel Yu.
Isabella Gonzalez.
Annie Zhao.
Inua Lee.
Nikki Yamamoto.
James Huo.
TMA Wang.
Stephen Wong.
Madeline Shu.
L. Yuna Kang.
Esther Wang. Sophia Borrego. And Chance Oscar.
All right, now I'm going to ask all of our students and alumni to stand for the alma mater. For those alumni who want to sing along, the words are printed on the back of your program. All right, class of 2025, it is now time for the tradition of turning your tassels from the right to the left, signifying that you are now graduates. All right, on the count of 3, you will toss your caps. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations again to the San Marino High School class of 2025. Thank you everyone for coming. Have a great night. Have a great summer.
Wish I could go back.